So, hello all. So, we are from KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology. So, we are creating our own infrastructure in cloud, which manages employee directory in a company. So, in a company, there is a instance which employee can create. Database which can manages OS management and their professions and their locations. So for that we need a physical servers and physical database. There is a specific man which can control the databases and services. So nowadays it is not essential after the cloud reaches. So we can create our own server and own database in AWS. So this is our idea. So we can create our own database and server in Amazon Web Services, and we can host our own server and serve employee directory. So let us go to our architecture here. So this is our project. It is nothing but employee directory cloud application. So we are a team Yasun Kumar, Varun, Rakshay Khanna, and Ramakrishnan. So here we see the overview of our project. So this is a employee directory application which can manage the OS management and scale up when the data is low and scale up when the data is high. So it is like a elasticity purpose, and we can also store ephemeral storage in our database. So we can also database management by putting the tables and queries and who are the persons who can write, you can update, you can delete. So these are the things we can do here. So if a specific employee in the company who can use the Mac, which means he can update and he can also update his profession and location, and also he also update his photo. So it can directly come to our server, our RDS, our DynamoDB, like these stuffs. So let us dive into that. So this is our main architecture. So we can create a specific region where our company is located, where the AWS is offering. So next we can move up to the availability zone. This is like west east of our direction. So where the specific AWS zone which is located. So we can do here like availability zones. And then if I launch a server in this availability zone, which means whoever in this world can access these availability zones. So we can create a VPC, virtual private cloud, which is nothing but a private network in the area. So we can create a group of subnets like a public subnet and private subnet in a specific Amazon VPC. So next we can launch our EC2 instance in that specific VPC in which the company is located, so that the server is available only for the company. Next, we use AWS IAM, Identity and Access Management, for our security purpose. So we can create roles and we can directly given to the company, so that the employees in the company only can access that. And the AWS S3 is nothing but their files are uploaded. It can also show in the DynamoDB shown here, and it can also show it in the S3. So we can directly download the files if we want. So DynamoDB is nothing but they upload the files which is shown in the form of tables. So that is a DynamoDB. And the Cloudwatch used here is to monitor our daily purpose. So if our app is given to the company, it means they can monitor by using a dashboard. So we can create a dashboard and given to them, so they can maintain the app by using dashboard. They can see the CPU utilization. So if we set a alarm, which means if it is in 60%, which means if it exceeds a 60%, then the CloudWatch automatically enable the user. So this is nothing but with the private virtual private cloud, which can group our subnets, and we can link with S3 and RDS for our storage purpose. And we can create a tables like DynamoDB, so it is ID, name, title, and locations. And next, optimization is nothing but easy to, if we want more server, which means it can automatically scale up to the more server, and if the storage is less, which means it can automatically less up. So this is nothing but auto scaling. Next, a load balancer. The load balancer is nothing but according to our data. So if our data is high, which means it can automatically boost up the ELB, nothing but elastic load balancer. So next, Cloudwatch was maintained for the metrics logs, and basically it's a good idea to control our app. So let us dive into the live demo of our project here. So I am now in AWS console. So here I am in now in AWS console. Here we can create a easy to instance. We can search easy to in our bar. So here we can search the EC2 instance. So make sure that your company is located in the specific area and the specific region. So according to your company's locations region and the area, it differs from varies to varies. So I already launched an instance. Launch instance, so it is done by creating an IP address. So this is our employee directory app, which is built. So it is built by a Flask app. So I shown you. So this is a code for this. So we can fetch our Flask app, and by specific zip file we can give, and we can run our instance in a Linux machine. So we can do our Linux commands, and we can install our specific MySQLs and Python 3. So this is a Flask app. So we can use a Python 3, and we can deploy in our own AWS instance. So if we run, which means it is like this. So this is the directory. Then after that, who are all can access this. So for that, there is a main concern is a security here. So the security is a main concern. So we can move up to IAM. So this is IAM, identity and access management, which is given by AWS to for the security, and it can also offers us a multi-factor authentication in which we can directly access our passwords by using a specific specific like MFA authentication, single multi-factor authentication, single factor authentication by QR codes, OTPs, etc. So we can create a roles, and we can give for specific employees. So here you see that S3 easy to DynamoDB full access. So the employees in a company can mainly uses on this storage part and database part. So we can give an access. So there is nothing service that give an access to an employee. So these are the main services that can give access to the employee. So that first we can link our role. So we can link our role with the our employee directory. So we can create our AWS EC2, and we can link that. Next, we can use a Lambda. So if the purpose of this lambda, which means what's that, if we upload our photo in our directory, which means it automatically do certain functions. So this is nothing but lambda, which can trigger a function, and it if I upload a object in a website, which means my app, which means it automatically comes to S3. So this is the main process the lambda does here. So the lambda is used for triggering an RDS and DynamoDB and S3 here. So they can feature. Next, we can go for VPC. So VPC is nothing but we can create a subnets here. So we also create a subnet for our app that the specific region and employees can only works with that. So we can create four subnets like public, private. So these are the subnets we can create, and internet gateways we can create for our own app. So these subnets can link our VPC in EC2. So in EC2 there is a default VPC, but we can change our VPC into our private and public subnet so that our app is running on. So next we can go our demo session, and if we add a file, which means it shows like choose a file. So here I choose a photo. So this is nothing but the employee photo. So I choose a James here. So James here. So next I put the name. So Elson Kumar. So this is the employee name, and the location is Coimbatore here, and the job title is cloud architect. So next we can choose our specific like a specific Mac users or OS. So I choose Linux and Windows. So next, what are our interest? Like our own details. Like he choose the employees our own, so we can choose that. And frequently flyer we can choose that. Then coffee now we can choose that, and gamer we can choose that. Like etc. So I choose a gamer and bug fixer. Then I save, which means it automatically save in my, like here we can see that there is a Yaswant Kumar. So the Yaswant Kumar directory. So this is not access to the particular employee. So he that we can only add. So this is for our main security concern. If we open the server, which means it can collapse, everyone can access that. So this is the common directory, so that the internal server is error. So I am not giving a permission for that. So here you can see that the specifics there. So we can use a storage for that. So if they upload the photo, it means they can automatically trigger to the S3. So here I used a lambda function already said, it can trigger the values. So here there is an employee bucket. So in this employee pick, the lambda will be trigger into that. So here you can see this. So see this. So this is the directory. So this is the directory. I can open it. So this is the photo which is automatically comes to the S3. So which I can upload in the, which I can upload in my app. So this is the S3. So next we can dive up to the Dynamodb. So you can see the tables here which can automatically maintain the database for our ECUs. So for that we can use our Dynamodb. So the DynamoDB is nothing but it can scale, so it can uh, format tables. So this is created by on its own, and it can automatically show up. So we can create a table employees. So no, it is in specific region. So I already created one table for that. So your ECT instance region is your DynamoDB tables region. So if you choose a specific region, so I already created an employees. So here we can explore our table items. So you can see here. So my name is Yaswant. So we can see this. So I put Yaswant Kumar and Cloud Architect, and my native place is Coimbatore, and my picks. So these are automatically comes to this field that we can see, and we can automatically uh, control as a admin. So this is our S3. So we can also use RDS, but RDS is used for a more complex queries. So we can also create a table in MySQL and we can launch it. So by using DynamoDB, it is more efficient for key value pairs, so that we can easily access that. Next, we can go for auto scaling. So as of now, I created for a small company, so we can also enable auto scaling. So auto scaling, which enables you to service which can automatically elastic for a specific groups, and it can automatically reduce its capacity for some groups. So this is auto scaling means, and load balancing also we can use. So in AWS EC2, we can, according to our data, it can load balancing, like it can wrap up, or it can do an elastic part. And finally, if we give a product in our company, which means we can create a dashboard. So like in Cloudwatch, so in AWS Cloudwatch, we can create our own dashboard. So if we give to the company, it means based on the CPU utilization, they can off the server and on the server, the cool the server. If the, so here I can create a dashboard here. Yeah, employee dashboard. So if we show employee dashboard, it means we can, so it's a dashboard, employee dashboard, and we can add a wicket. So we can add a wicket in line, so in which we can add a matrix. Then we can go for the EC2 and per instance matrix. Then we can check out for yeah, CPU, yeah, CPU utilization here. So then we can create a wicket. So based on now my CPU utilization is in this point, so we can also create an alarm. If I can set an alarm for a 60%, if we exceed a 60%, which means it automatically do a message for me, so that I can follow up the message, like your CPU is above 60%. So this is the main part here. So this is our project, which can completely build on our architecture. So we are working on this architecture to for a specific concern company, which includes AWS EC2, AWS S3, and AWS RDS, AWS DynamoDB, auto scaling, and load balancers, and CloudWatch, and IAM for the main security purpose. So far that we can use. So this is our complete architecture of our project. Thank you.